Hey everybody, Hunter back again from Showtime Studios. Just a quick update on the little Bedford build. Work canceled today, so we are home with pay, and I decided to put that time to good use and get some work done on this little project. And we are having a blast with this thing. I mean, this is a great little kit. Anybody that wants to build maybe what you would consider a light commercial or a truck kit, I highly recommend this thing. They're a little pricey, but they are very nice little kits. Go together. I mean, just they are beautiful how they go together, and it's a lot of cleanup. I will say that a lot of injector pin marks, a lot of just minor flash here and there. But as far as the parts fit, I mean, everything has went into place. I don't think I've modified one part to make it actually fit. That's how well this kit is engineered. And, like I say, if anybody is interested in this kit, definitely don't hesitate. If you can get a good price on one, go out and buy that thing, and I think you'll have fun putting it together. But we've got a lot done on it here this morning, and I just wanted to do this update before I put it in its final coat of primer as far as the chassis. And we have the wheels installed on it now, and we also have the spare tire bracket in. We have the guards for around the fuel tank and for around the filler nozzles on the tank. That is in place. The drive shaft is in with the carrier bearing. And we also put the front steering linkage in up here. So pretty much everything that's gray, we've got on this morning for the most part. I think the drive shaft was in place, but other than that, everything else we kind of put on this morning. We already had most of it cleaned up and ready to go. Also added a little bit of brake line detail front and rear. And we added a little bit of fuel line detail here on the top of the tank. And I also went ahead and made my own fuel tank straps. Let me hold it up here and let you see it. That's the fuel tank straps. We made them out of 15 thousandths plastic sheet, just cut it out. And they're pretty much exactly what was on there as far as kit. But I went ahead and shaved the kit ones off because I wanted to address that big bulky seam that was in the fuel tank. So we got the fuel tank straps out of the way, addressed that seam, got it looking real good. And then I put the straps back on, added a little bit of bolt detail on them. We also made up backing plates for the rear wheels on both sides. Put a couple tiki train bolts in them. That came out real nice. I think sitting on a mirror, this will look great. So that's what the little chassis looks like right now. And like I say, we're getting ready to put this into a coat of Ruddy Brown, the red primer from Napa. And then I will go in and do some blotches of a lighter color. And then we'll do the salt technique on it and get it sprayed. And to give you a hint of the color, I got it here on my finger because I was decanting it out of a Tamiya can and putting it into another container so I can spray it through the airbrush. But that's going to be one of the colors on the little Bedford. And what else do we have here? Let me see. The engine's basically the way it was the last time I showed it on video. The little tank we are almost done with. We went ahead and we have the long straps on the right side of the truck. These straps right here that we added in, and they have their own bolts and everything that goes down through this lower bracket right down here. So that came out pretty good. And of course, we put the shorter ones on this side, and they're also the mount for this walkway up here. We've got the side brackets on that hold the hoses, the fill hoses, or the dispenser hoses, I guess you would say. And I still have to add the valves to this section right here. I haven't done that yet. So while we've got the chassis in paint and drying, I'll go ahead and start back on the tank. We'll get the rest of the stuff wrapped up for it. So that's coming out real good. And I don't know if how many of you guys out there that are veteran builders that's done a lot of models, and it gets to a point in time where you end up scratch building something. You come up with an idea and you scratch build it, and you stand back and you look at it and you go, wow, I'm 100% happy with that. And it's just one of them little parts that just impresses you. And I had one of those little parts this morning. I made it up out of some brass and a piece of wire and some super glue, and I could not be happier with it. I think it's going to look the part when I'm done. And what that is this little part sitting right here. And this is a period style bucket that I made up. And like I say, it's made out of brass, and we super glued everything together. We put a bottom in it. It is the oval style bucket, and it has some dents and dings and stuff in it that we put in there. We made a little handle out of a piece of wire. I think it's magnet wire that we made that out of, and we put a bend in it. So it's kind of beat up a little bit, but it looks the part. And this, I've attempted to make buckets before and just never really had a whole lot of luck with it. And I tell you what, guys, I'm just I'm very happy with this piece right here. I think once we get it primed and painted and hanging on the truck, I'm thinking about hanging it back here in the back on a hook at the back of the tank. I think it's going to look just it's going to look great and really fit the build. So we got that done. So what we're going to do is next up, like I say, we're going to go ahead and get this thing in primer, and we'll have, if everything works right, we're going to have paint on this thing today. So we'll keep you up to date and show you the progress on it throughout the day. And again, I would like to thank everybody for, you know, especially here lately on all the videos, all the comments, all the, you know, just interest in the channel, not only on the Bedford build, but also the other tutorials we've been doing. You know, I want to say thanks again, guys. I mean, I am just kind of humbled by all the response that the channel's getting lately. And, you know, that really gives us a drive to keep pushing forward and, you know, making more videos and putting more information out there and just, you know, teaching people if they're willing to learn the ways that we do it here at Showtime Studios. And like I said before, it's not always the right way. It could be the wrong way, but it works for us. A lot of guys have wanted to know how we do things here, and that's why we continue to do the videos. And with the support from you guys and everybody on my subscriber list, we're going to continue. So that's all we've got for this video. Stay tuned. We got a couple more coming up here real soon. And as always, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.